Hey there, come along with Con and I as we walk through the beautiful Bangkok, Thailand, on our way to Icon Siam, one of my absolute favorite malls. It's not too far from where we live. We have a couple of errands that we're doing in that mall complex, and so we want to show you how luxurious it is. And if you ever get a chance to come to Bangkok, you definitely want to check out this mall. While we walk, we will talk about one of my absolute favorite topics, which is business. We will talk about the 3 levels of business and figure out where you are in your business so you know where to go next. So, of course, I've been around business my whole life, and something I've seen over and over again is people don't actually realize that there are levels to this. You own a business, you can own it and still be the reason that it works. My dad had a home improvement business. My mom was really kind of the architect to everything and the strategist, but they owned their business, and I watched something very closely. The moment he stopped working, the business stopped. And he was such a driver because he worked a lot, easily 12 plus hours a day. And that thing stayed with me for many, many years because it made me realize that there's a difference between just owning a business and building that one that can run without you. You can actually own a business and still be the engine. And so the question is, if you step away, does it still move? Now, I applaud anybody who has the gumption to start a business. It's not easy. It's not easy to figure out these things. There's ups and downs to the whole thing. But it is possible to build a business that still depends on you. So that needs to be solved. That's the next level of solving. So if you have a business, let's start off with what kind of business you might have. So there's 3 levels. There's a level 1 business. That's an owner-dependent business. The business relies on you. If you stop, the income stops. Many of us entrepreneurs are like this. Even I have had a business like this until I realized that I had built it the exact same way that my dad had built it. And because I saw what could happen, I got instantly scared. It was the reason why I left corporate America in the first place, because you're just on shaky ground at all times. Somebody doesn't like you, somebody likes somebody else, someone wants someone younger, if someone loses their job and now you lose yours. I mean, there's a lot of things that makes having a job really shaky and not like how our parents had it, where they were there for 30 years. That's just gone. That same kind of thing, you could feel that same kind of shakiness in your own business if it's owner dependent, because now the problem can be if your health fails, if you need to stop and take care of a family member, if the economy changes, any number of things. So level 1 is owner dependent. And if you're there, it's okay. That is a level of business, but let's talk about the next level of business. So the next level of business is a system-driven business. So you have systems, you have teams, you have SOPs set up, you have automation set up. You don't have to work all the time. It is not dependent on you. I know you've heard the difference between working on your business and working in your business. This is like where you're able to do that, where you're able to step up out of the business and then everything is still run. You can step away without everything stopping. And this is a dream. It is also very difficult because the same drive that you had, the same skills that you have to start that business is almost in battle with this next level of person that you have to become. So that's a level of growth that we all have to go through. I'm actually still going through that in a lot of ways. So level 2, system-driven business, is one of the 3 levels. And this final level that I'm going to talk about is the asset or enterprise business. And this is scalable and sellable. And so some of us don't ever want to think about selling our business, and I'm not telling you to, and I don't think you need to if you don't want to. That's not the point of this conversation. The point is that you have options. So if it's an asset and if it's an enterprise, then it's scalable, and you can sell it if you want, or you can pass it on to your kids. You can live on it if you want, and you can become chairman and sell just sell majority share of it and hold a minority share. There's a lot of things you can do when you get to level 3, and it becomes a valuable asset beyond your time. And that mindset we've never thought of. We've seen it in action, but we've never even thought of that as something that was even remotely possible. And so that's the thing. So, when you're thinking about an asset-based business, a value-based business, that's, I think, where the ultimate freedom is and where we all should be striving for. So I go into this and many, many more things in my new book, Beyond Hustle, which breaks down a little bit about where we have started in the hustle, where we started there. You need to start there. You need to have hustle and energy and grind and figuring out who you are and what you like. That's where it starts. But if you want to have real freedom, you want to be able to travel, and you want to be able to live the way you want, take a month off and travel around the world, you need to start moving toward level 2 and level 3 business and figuring out how that is. So Beyond the Hustle, my new book that's coming out, talks about how you can create that. So get on the waiting list, be one of the very first people to get that book. There's going to be such a big hoopla, a lot of things that I'm going to be giving away for the first people that get this book. So you definitely want to get on the waiting list, and I look forward to talking with you again later. And hopefully you'll be able to see me somewhere around the world, as we are always traveling and always living the dream that we've always wanted to have. All right, see you next time.